Hello, this is me once again, and for once, this time I talk about NASCAR tracks, on which ones might survive for the next 10 to 20, 30 years, and which ones might be going away. NASCAR did make a massive overhaul this year, and I hate the schedule. I think 2025 is even bigger overhaul to the end of just to recover from what the horrible thing they did this year. So let me name some tracks that might be not see some I mean in the future, and my band looks like a bed bug hill. Let's see why it just see why but here it is, but they name some clues and tracks that might be not in it that not be seen in the future. Yeah, the first track is Dover. I would say, huh? Why Dover? The Monster Mile. Why is there nothing that don't see that track survive in the future? Well, there's long reasons why, and it's gonna make sense. Dover, like Homestead, and it'll tell you later about Homestead. Dover is kind of it was a good track back then. It's kind of like a half-mile track. It's almost like a being a short track. The problem is, it's kind of like a larger Bristol. And Bristol's only legendary track anyway. Hold on. Sorry. Yeah, 1 minute. Sorry about it. It's no cost in this one, so see why. So you get to hear that. So yeah, Dover. The reason I think Dover should have not been surviving a little bit long is because I think there's two main reasons. Yeah, the attendance is lowered because of they toned down the seats in the upper grandstands on turn 1, 2, and 3, and 4, not on the straightaways. Yeah, the straightaways do not even have big stands. We better make Richmond of some sort. I mean, Richmond's going to be in there later on. Let's see why, but because Richmond has its own issues. But well, Dover so doesn't get attendance issues. And even worse, the track itself is only a concrete one. Because of this, it probably say patches track so many times. It's very old. It's also the track renovation. The problem is, you get outside of turn 2, there's a concrete canyon there. And one car crashes into this turn, more can pile up. That's dangerous. But for any stock car to go into. So because of how narrow exit of turn 1, not turn 1, turn 2 is before head to the back straightaway. This is so narrow. And the problem is you also connected to a horse racing track inside there for like a mini track for horses. Seriously, you see why it's so narrow. They need to get rid of that to replace with garages and stuff instead of just leave the SS or even camping yards for old horse racing track because that's there. They got to exit out turn 2 so narrow that the big safety is a big issue there. So yeah, no. So I don't think the Dolphins might survive in like 10 to 20 years from now. Let's see why. Because whoa, hold on, is this gonna cost on my bed bug? When they get rid of that. Sorry about that. Yeah. And that yeah. We never said about Homestead issues earlier, but let's talk about Homestead now. Homestead should they move up in the schedule? But NASCAR's so reluctant to do that. Does it cause a straight screw up in the schedule for Homestead? So I think I think Homestead will survive 10 years unless the weather goes foul. Anyway, So they should move earlier in the schedule to prevent for this. Problem is, the weather's unpredictable in Miami this time of the year. So at one point it's going to be sunny and nice, and next time it's been raining and horrible. But they're not got rain tires of some sort. I think rain tires is a homestead is probably not exactly happened unless they use the homestead oval, which is still exists there. So I might be surprised Homestead Oval will no longer be on the NASCAR schedule for 10 to 20 years. And say they might convert Homestead Miami to a road course and they end up and then just do for that. So see why. So technically the Homestead Oval kind of starting to fail because that's technically when weather comes around. It's kind of similar to Daytona. But Daytona's a crowded jewel. And then Homestead used to be called Jewel until they stole it away by Phoenix. And for some sort, it became a normalized track. So, at this point, which means Homestead's going to be at risk and they'll end up losing this oval to a road course. Which they do have a road course confederation, which that's no risk they've been using. So NASCAR might see it's probably possibilities will end up happen either way. Since it's found out for sure. Yeah, the next track is Iowa. Iowa's the end of the Cup Series there. The problem is, if you know already, Iowa and Richmond is almost similar. It is you see Richmond later on for that same reason. Well, also, I think they're using Iowa as a stepping ground to Pikes Peak. Where they end up for the full sort. So I'll not be surprised if Iowa was switching to Pikes Peak because of this reason. And they go to the cookie cutter tracks now. Kansas, Vegas, is those type of tracks. If you know Chicagoland, you know Kentucky Speedway, those tracks. It will not survive 5 years in the future for both Las Vegas Motor Speedway and Kansas Speedway. The reason Kansas is the same because of casino. But that track is horrible. It's bad. It's very, very not meant to renovate. It's not meant to do anything else. Just get rid of it already. My God. Yeah, Simmons Vegas and Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And now because of sports expansion teams and something get so sort. Yeah, like I said, since Vegas they have a new hockey arena, new NSL stadium, possibly baseball enter there in the future, NBA, Major League Soccer, well, all new stadiums. Even Formula One's now entered the street circuit now. Las Vegas Speedway is like a low black wolf compared to all the new areas. Seriously, get rid of it and move NASCAR outside of Vegas. Unless you really want to finish up renovations of Spring Mountain Racing Resort there because they remember Spring Mountain's planning to break Norge Life as a record there to be over 18 miles of road course. Yeah, which is if not over 20 miles of road course at this point. So couldn't finish up that and it keeps NASCAR in Vegas and they can race on that road course instead. Because Las Vegas once we should not be even need to be there in the first place. I see why. Kansas City Speed the same way. You just need to get rid of Vegas and not Vegas, Kansas as well. And you have Heartland. You can race a Heartland in Topeka there. And you keep the Kansas race there, so it makes sense. Oh yeah. If you know a lot of YouTubers about watch other YouTube other channels about the issues recently from at the Coliseum. The Coliseum is not built for NASCAR. anyway. And even worse, weather is also an issue there. You can't predict the next one's coming to see why. Next track is Lucas Oil Raceway for the Truck Series. Yeah, let me just have this is like you put add Arca to Martinsville. It will never end very well. Let's see what the track is flat, it's extremely narrow, it's very old, there's not enough fans in attendance because of the nearby Indianapolis Motor Speedway. The brickyard are figure places right down the figure highway. Which means fans cannot attend as much in the future because of the increasing chance of the brickyards may be more popular than the short track anyway. So yeah, just gonna get the truck six out of friggin' Lucas Oil Raceway to move to the brickyard. It doesn't deserve to be added on to the schedule like that. Like no. Let's see why. And you got the next one is Michigan. Yeah, Michigan's really surprised I say Michigan International Raceway on this list, isn't it? Well, think about Auto Club Speedway. It's compared to a short track. The track itself is obsolete. Really see why. Auto Club, Texas World Speedway, and even Michigan International Speedway itself was made as a cookie cutter style back in the 50s and 60s. They compete like it's like Daytona Talladega. And see why. Which, although Talladega's been very liked to see why I'm not adding that one. Let's see why. But here is Michigan International Raceway. The track has been obsolete. It is not. It is classified as a super speedway, but it's not restrictor plate. And then look at Atlanta. Atlanta's to try to use restrictor plates to do super speedway. Michigan's not restrictor plate in a large space anyway, which is obsolete these days. So not be surprised Michigan's gonna be demoed in the future as soon as Texas Wild, because it's very obsolete these days. It's because how's this track even got built in the first place? So yeah, to see why. And that track I might not be surprised or not survived in 5-10 years is National Super Speedway. And we see a lot of fans say, why that? Well, National Fairground Speedway, that's why. That's what's really still planning that track to be renovated and built for just back to the Cup Series in the future. Even if they still have renderings and that's still available. But then, since National is still prevented, also because of noise complaints, so let me start to think. Is a National Fairground Speedway plan pretty much dead? So the cause of keeping the National Super Speedway is a forever plan. We'll see about that. It is to keep up with that. And that track is New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Kind of shocking, right? The reason is low attendance. No one's gonna come in this track as New Hampshire. Anyway, it's a small state, small population, not enough fans, and not increasing volunteer get a track. It might pull New Hampshire to obsolete. So that means people are gonna stop going to New Hampshire Motor Speedway and they just go straight up to Montreal instead for that race. So yeah, I would not be surprised that New Hampshire Motor Speedway is going to be likely to be moved for the next 5 years because of the increasing popularship of Montreal. Let's see why. And that track is not likely the last song on the schedule is, well, is Portland. Portland International Raceway brought back the Xfinity series. It is a road course, but it has no stands. Like, it's a road course built in a big city with tiny stands. Underneath might survive a lot longer. They need not the track renovation, but a grandstands renovation. They need to increase the capacity of seating at Portland International Raceway to keep its fans in the track. It's gonna be like Road America situation. It's just because of poor attendance, they might likely leave the track. It's horrible to see why, which makes sense. Next one's Richmond. Richmond, like Iowa, is gonna be very bad. The track is well, it's very old. It needs renovation, track renovations very badly. The track itself has better days. The stairs is decrepit. Pit road is kind of off, like off, off crepit. It's like a freaking Nazareth type picture again. You get some sort. Although it says Rockham's good. Although Rockham's been popular because how unique the track is. If it's like a rich with a small variant is. Which was trying to be like legendary, but which did not. So it's kind of like a ugly sister of freaking Bristol. Let's see why. So I'd not be surprised NASCAR might leave Richmond for the next 15 years, 10 to 15 years, if not even lower than that, because it's like a ugly duckling in the track. Let's see why. Let's see why. Uh, so, what tracks that on my NASCAR might surprise to add? I mean, still, it did still mention about National Fairgrounds Speedway is going to be added. The next track that I'm thinking about that's what my possible add is Evergreen Speedway. Renovations of Evergreen is still likely to happen. Let's see why. Another track is going to be Pikes Peak, which is using Iowa as a stepping stone for that. Let's see why. And then they got the international road courses. Remember, the Coliseums might be replaced with Mexico and those Mexican ovals as a clash races there. Those going to either in Puebla or Monterrey or some sort of in the Grandes or some sort in Mexico. And then still, and also that's what's trying to add a race in Montreal, which means New Hampshire's likely had their track removed to replace with Montreal. So because of that. So, it got two honorable mentions of the anyway. Is Pocono. Pocono is kind of bad because of how old it is and how any high speed crashes and it does happen and there's some sort. But I found out Pocono might be survived 30 years because that track is a racers track. I found out it's kind of built for NASCAR instead of found out it is. So see why it might survive for the next 30 years or so. Because it is a racist track. And I think the only renovation that the Pocono might need is get rid of the spotter stand and then just use it for only for the drivers to know what they're doing because of some sort and it'll be their own spotter. So it's kind of built just exactly for that. Let's see why. And one final item I mentioned is this one is you might be surprised to say it is Sonoma and Watkins Glen. I know, very shocking, right? But the issue is that track needs surface renovation. It uses the same surface for so many years. Watkins Glen used the same asphalt and used it back in 41 times. It's a kind of thing that may fall apart in the next 15 years. Sonoma has part of the track towards turn 7 to all the way to, I think, 15, 16 somewhere. No, it's like turn 7, 7A. Then to the other side of it, I forget what turn that is. But the end of the surface of the track is uneven. It's like asphalt one area and then turns to pavement to the other. So normally there's a huge surface renovation to link to all sides of the track completely even on one surface layer only track. They use it, I think they cut off the surface there to use it for the to inner loop there only, instead of just being the top half and used for stock cars. That's not good. It's gonna rip your tires badly. So see why. So yeah, so that is it anyway. Anyway, so that is it anyway. So I really think I like Daytona Talladega, and then got Atlanta in Short Speedway, because I don't do in there. I think the Short Speedway is a kind of jewel, so they'll not be seen. So Atlanta is not going to end either because of this recent renovation about the track so good. I kind of feel Texas Motor Speedway. I forgot to mention that track has been. They kind of think that Texas Motor Speedway to convert to Super Speedway. It's kind of like it's just at a patch of the track, and that's because increasing Coda, that track will maybe damn in the next 4 years or so. Yeah, because they kind of made the Super Speedway Confederation making the track even worse than the way it is. So yeah, no, just no, 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 no. Yeah, and then the country was yeah, even drivers in the end up and see North Smoke's is even popular now. You see increasing like that. People really want to like tracks more viable projects like Nazareth Speedway and other tracks like that. Increasing, which that's also a problem in Texas as well with survival. This track will no longer be there. IndyCar just left this track missing too, because how dangerous it is now because of this renovation. So Texas Motor Speed does not need more renovations. It's horrible already. Get rid of it. Let's see why. I never mentioned Phoenix either because it's a final race. It's kind of built very well for that, so we'll see why. Yeah. Gateway's a very good track. Never get rid of that. Let's see why. It's one of my favorites. Yeah, Rocky Mile was really built for NASCAR extremely well. No change to this one either. Yeah. It got like say Indianapolis Motor Speedway Oval is thankful it's back. I've been seeing this since surviving now 20, 30 years. Yeah. Darton is legendary, see for Bristol. Chicago Street Circuit is capped on there 40, 50 years. It's really popular now. Let's see why. So yeah, Bristol and Darton is really legendary. Let's see why. See these Charlemont Speedway, Talladega Super Speedway, and even in Daytona itself. All legendary tracks, and I might be seeing them survive the next couple years. And last but not least, North Wilkesboro is a Legends track itself, brought to the rise of revival projects on the rise, which includes a possible Nazareth and others who might be possibly doing too. We'll see, but that's the way it is. So that is it for future planning for tracks and which tracks may be removed, which ones need heavy renovation or otherwise. Otherwise, hope you like this video. So any tracks that I just yeah, if you really want to mention more, comment me that there's what tracks in there that I just say but might be wrong or otherwise or just the nose of some sort gets yeah you can see the picture of some sort. I might say things I might be saying a little wrong about this and the not very accurate, but just comment me what I just want to miss out or some sort. Otherwise, let's see why. So it's otherwise so. For the final thing, well, otherwise that's it. See you in the next video. It is me, Joshua K. Human, and and yeah, and that well I am out here. It is me and beep beep beep.